Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone. This is Dr. Muhammad Idris, Assistant Professor, Department of Corporate Secretary, C. Abdul Hakim College, Merushara. Dear student, today we are going to discuss what is sales forecasting, the concept of sales forecasting, and methods of sales forecasting. So let me move to the topic. So first of all, I will tell you what is forecasting. So, forecasting is nothing but sales forecasting is a process of predicting the future sales. This forecasting is done for a period of particular time. It is simply predicting how much product are sold in the future. So every marketer need to know the expected sale of the product in the future. So we are giving importance on sale forecasting because supply and demand for the product can easily adjusted and a regular supply is facilitated. So a good inventory control is maintained and avoiding the weakness and understocking or overstocking of the goods. So allocation of sales to various region is also possible with the help of sale forecasting. So sale forecasting is a forward planner as all other requirement of raw materials, labor, plant, layout, financial need, warehousing, transportation facilities, etc. Depends in accordance with the sales volume expected in advance. So, sales opportunities are searched out on the basis of forecast. Therefore, discovery of selling success is easily made. So, it is a gear by which all the activities are controlled as a basis for sales forecasting. Advertisement program are beneficially adjusted with full advantages as a basis to the firm. So it is an indicator to the Department of Finance as to how much and when finance is needed, and it helped to overcome difficult situation. So these are the reason why we are giving importance on sale forecasting. So let me move to the next topic, that is the method of sale forecasting. So, what are the different methods in which we are collecting data about the future sales? So, now let me tell you the first, the few methods which is used to collect data are the jury of executive opinion, sale force opinion, test marketing results, consumer buying plan, past sales. We can also say that historical method of collecting data in the sale forecasting. So let me discuss one by one. First, the jury of executive opinion. So, under this method, one or more executive who are experienced and have good knowledge about the market environment recommend the sales, that is expected sales in future. So, the executive are responsible while sales through estimation and experience. This type also called as committee approach. So it has a few merits and demerits. So the first merits is this method is simple and quick. Detailed data are not required because all the information are collected by the executive people. So it is also economy one because not much investment is required to data collection before making the product, but it also has some demerits. It is not based on accurate data, so it is difficult to draw the final decision based on the data given by an expert. So this method based on guesswork, it may lead to a wrong forecasting. So the next method is sales force opinion. Under this method, a salesman is appointed and he is expected to suggest an estimation of sales it in their respective area for a given period of time. A salesman are in a close touch with the consumer and possess good knowledge about the future demand. It also has some merits and demerits. So the merits of Salesforce opinion is specialized knowledge is utilized because the salesmen are closely touched with the consumers. So the salesmen are responsible to meet the quota fixed. If the salesman has given an opinion about the future sales, he need to sell the product. So the we can expect the target should be achieved. Uh, when comparing to the merits, some of the demerits, which is success depends upon the talent of the salesman. So, if the salesmen are less talented, then the forecasting also be a wrong one. A broad outlook is absent because a salesman can cover only a smaller area. So, if he is covering a small area, based on that area, we cannot expect the future sales for the whole country like ours. The next method is the market results, test market results. So under this method, a market test is conducted. That is, products are introduced in a limited geographical area and the result is studied. By supplying the product, we are collecting data about the product. The future sales can be expected with the help of the data available. So this test is conducted as a sample on pre-test basis in order to understand the market response. So few of the merits and demerits are available in the test market results. This system is dependable as forecast is based on accurate results because consumers are collecting the samples and using that product, and after that they are giving their opinion. So management can understand the defects and take steps in to rectify. So immediately the management can rectify what are the drawbacks available in the products. It is good for introducing new product in a new region. So it also has some demerits. So all the market are not homogeneous. So but study is made on the basis of a part of the market, so we cannot expect the same results can expected in the other area. So it is a time consuming process. It is also costly comparing to other methods. So the next method of sale forecasting is consumers buying plan. Under this method, we are getting opinion directly from the consumer. So this method is suitable when there are few consumers or customer available. This type of forecasting is generally suitable for industrial product which produce costly goods to a limited number of buyers, wholesalers as well as retailer and the potential customers as well. So a survey is conducted on face-to-face basis and based on the collected data, we are expecting the future sales of the product. So this the advantages of consumers buying plan. The first hand information is possible because we are collecting data from the consumers. So users intention is known. Yes, we can understand the what is the need of the product by a consumer, why the product is purchased by a consumer, for what purpose. So it also has some demerits. So consumers expectation cannot be measured exactly. So some some customers giving some different idea, some other. So because most of the consumer never think uniformly, it is difficult to identify actual buyers. So we are collecting data from the consumer. It may be possible that the consumer, the person who are collecting, we are collecting data, they never buy the product itself. It is not practicable when consumer are more. So it is not practicable. So long run forecasting is not possible because consumer change their mind with short period of time. So buyers may change their buying decision at any time. So we cannot trust the consumer for predicting the future sales. And the last method of consumer forecasting is past sales, that is historical method. Past sales are a good basis because we are collecting data based on the past historical method. We are come to know the future sales. This method predicts today's sales activity based on the old data, the past data. So this approach is adding or deducting a set of percentage to the sales of previous year. So this method also has some advantages and disadvantages. It is no guesswork is done. We are collecting the past data and we are predicting the future sales. This method is simple and inexpensive, but the demerits is market is a dynamic one because the market will change at every time. So if we predict the sales based on the past data, so we cannot expect the same type of market is available from today to the next year. So no provision is made for upswing and downswing in the sales activity. So these are the methods the marketer uses to collecting data regarding they are predicting for sales forecasting. So that's it today. Thank you for listening. We will discuss next topic in the next class. Thank you for listening.